Very good.
Okay.
All right, Matt, so tell us a little bit about what you've got going on here.
Okay, so this is basically a contact microphone, which is held in place using this little clamp system. I just kind of found it. You can probably find your own somewhere. Just something to hold this in place. It's not, it's not stuck in there with glue or anything. It's just kind of resting on the string. That is going over here to a mixing board, which I've only got one input, but you can add more and see what happens. And I have this right down here by my hand, so I can control EQ, and I can pan left and right. What I've got here, I've got the 2 amps up on top, left and right channels. The amps are basically the same. The tones are a little bit different. This one tends to be a little brighter, so I've got to work with that. But I'd like to get 2 identical amps at some point. Anyway, so let me show you what it does. Usually I'll just put it somewhere and turn it up and see what kind of feedback we get. So that's an example of a feedback piece that you can do with this fairly simple setup.
Show us what happened when you put it on the high strings.
Oh yes.
Get that shimmer, yeah, just for contrast.
Right, yeah, you can get lots of feedback because it resonates on the copper wound strings, but you can also, oh, those guys, I want them to come in this room right now. So if you put it on the higher strings, it kind of picks up more of the resonant frequencies of the piano itself.
Right. Beautiful. Thank you. And let's close out with the long view of what this thing looks like from the guitar chair. So you can see this is what I have to stare down for hours at a time.
Whole control console here.
Right. And we were talking about last night, an interesting concept of this thing is that he can hear one thing from those 2 amps they're pointing at him. I actually hear something different over here, and that's just part of the inherent nature of the setup. So real quick, Matt, in like 20 seconds or less, how'd you get the idea for this setup?
Kind of by accident. I wanted to pick up really tiny extended technique sounds, so I made some contact mics and quickly found out that they go completely haywire because they're really loud. So I started using the feedback more. And I started getting into noise music because those are people who were using these things to make sound. And Yeah, and so then it gradually evolved into this.
Wonderful, thank you. Let's have a last look at where exactly on the piano that thing is. And so this is an upright piano, but you could do this equally well on a grand, right?
Oh yeah, it works better on a grand actually because you got gravity on your side.
Cool.
You can put it pretty much anywhere you want.
Well, thank you. Matt Endahl, Ypsilanti, Michigan, signing out.
Thanks.